Send him home. King Charles orders security to kick Prince Harry out of Buckingham as he shows up uninvited at 2024 Trooping the Colour, demanding to stand on the balcony during Trooping of the Colour parade. It was supposed to be a joyous occasion, a time-honored tradition where the royal family would gather to celebrate the official birthday of the reigning monarch. But on this sunny June morning in 2024, an unwelcome guest would threaten to disrupt the solemn proceedings of the Trooping the Colour parade. But before we continue, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell for updates. As the grand procession of mounted guards, marching bands, and majestic horses made their way through the streets of London towards Buckingham Palace, the crowds lining the roads let out a collective gasp. There, amongst the perfectly dressed and beaming royals waving from the famous balcony, was a familiar face that many had hoped they'd never see again: Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. Dressed in a smart military uniform, Harry had brazenly shown up uninvited, demanding to take his place alongside his family members. Palace staff, caught off guard by his sudden appearance, scrambled to prevent the imminent chaos. But Harry, undeterred, pushed past the flustered security guards, intent on forcing his way onto the balcony. Watching the unfolding drama from inside the palace, a visibly irritated King Charles III quickly summoned his most trusted protection officers. "Get that boy off my balcony immediately," the monarch barked, his voice laced with a rare display of public anger. "I will not have him disrupt this important celebration and bring further embarrassment to the crown." The king's orders were swiftly carried out, as burly security personnel physically escorted the defiant prince from the palace grounds. Harry's cries of protest and claims of rightful entitlement fell on deaf ears as he was unceremoniously bundled into a waiting car and driven away from the festivities. The dramatic incident only served to further exacerbate the ongoing tensions between Harry and the rest of the royal family. Since his acrimonious departure from the firm in 2020, the prince had been a constant thorn in the side of the palace, regularly making headlines with his tell-all interviews, explosive memoirs, and high-profile legal battles. His decision to show up unannounced at the Trooping the Colour parade was seen by many as a desperate attempt to reclaim his place in the royal spotlight. However, King Charles, who had long grown weary of his son's antics, was in no mood to indulge Harry's demands. "The king has made it crystal clear that Harry is no longer welcome at any official royal events," a palace insider revealed. "His constant drama and public outbursts have become a major embarrassment, and Charles has reached the end of his tether. He's not going to let Harry hijack this special day and overshadow the rest of the family." The fallout from the incident was swift and severe. Within hours, social media erupted with a torrent of criticism and outrage, with many royal enthusiasts applauding King Charles's decisive action. "About time someone put Harry in his place," one Twitter user wrote. "He's brought enough shame to the monarchy, and he doesn't deserve a spot on that balcony." Others, however, rallied to Harry's defense, accusing the palace of cold-heartedly exiling a troubled prince. "Harry has every right to be there," argued one staunch supporter. "He's still a member of the royal family, and he should be allowed to participate in these important traditions." But for the majority of the British public, Harry's dramatic removal from Buckingham Palace only solidified the perception that he had irrevocably burned his bridges with the royal family. The once adored People's Prince had morphed into a divisive and polarizing figure, his reputation forever tarnished by his acrimonious departure and subsequent attacks on the institution he once held dear. As the Trooping the Colour parade continued without incident, the focus remained firmly on the dignified and composed royal family, who carried on with the time-honored festivities as if nothing had happened. For King Charles and the rest of the monarchy, the message was clear. The House of Windsor would endure, with or without the troublesome Prince Harry. In the aftermath of the incident, palace officials issued a terse statement, simply stating that His Majesty the King was disappointed that the Trooping the Colour celebrations were disrupted in this manner, and he hopes that the focus can now return to honoring Her Majesty's birthday and the long tradition of this special occasion. For Harry, the humiliation of being forcibly removed from the very balcony he had once proudly stood upon was a bitter pill to swallow. As he sat in the back seat of the car, watching the grand spectacle fade into the distance, the once defiant prince couldn't help but wonder if he had finally gone too far in his quest to reclaim his royal birthright.